Welcome to the Farfa Genesys Open numero dos. After Konami's update of the ban list, clan list, clan list, Team Sam list, we decided to hold a Genesys tournament over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Farfa. Make sure to follow for the best live Yu-Gi-Oh content. And we had about 160 players for the new format, ranging from a whole bunch of early round nonsense all the way to the top end. The best of the best builds and decks. This tournament had it all, and I hope you enjoy watching this one. Become a YouTube channel member to support this. And big shout out to Card Market for sponsoring this entire tournament. This is a feature request specifically. What could it be? What has the Great Walnuts, is what he calls himself, the Great Walnuts, got for us today? We're gonna go Fusion Deployment, reveal Granganol. Are you playing Branded? Post-ban list Branded. Alright, let's see what this deck can do. That's a Buster Whelp. That's never healthy. We're gonna go Albion, Chain Cartesia, make Granganol, banish Albion and Albaz, summon Lebellion, discard, chain Granganol to chain block, send Lilith, recycle the banish pile, make Mirror Jade, set one pass. I mean, not bad. Not bad. I guess if you open deployment Brafu, it's gonna look insane, right? End phase Mr. Crow's gonna banish Lilith here. Cartesia still goes to the hand. We pass turn, standby. We're gonna go and activate. Oh my god. Okay, this is like a 4-card combo. All right, buddy. All right, buddy. Okay, all right. Yeah. Branded is good if you open all this shit. Okay, all right. Here's Rising Fart, banishing Sharakusai from the hand here. No effect, it looks like. We're gonna activate the Psychic cards. These are the new Psychic generic support cards. Discard special level 4 or lower Psychic from hand or banishment. Gonna bring back the Sharakusai. On summon here, we're gonna activate Mirror Jade. Mirror Jade, banish Sharakusai. Look, this is Branded with a 4-card combo opening full floodgates. Can't activate cards on the field because of the we can't use the Rising card because of the Buster Dragon combined with the Buster Blader. Mirror Jade non-targeting banish. It's a 4-card combo, but this, ladies and gentlemen, is the future of Branded. Branded needs more hits. True. Anyways, good luck, lesbian smile. Good comms. Foolish Amphibian for the Earthbound release. And set 3 pass. Okay. What the fuck are we doing here? Trap Trick. Nightmare of the Archfiends. Resolution. Tribute Morella. Special 3 tokens. Give them to your opponent. Roll back. Copy the Earthbound release by paying half your life points. Pop your opponent's entire field. This game. Earthbound release. Tribute a level 10 Earthbound monster. Don't need to pay that cost or use its effect because of the rollback. Destroys many monsters your opponent controls, and if you do inflict damage, your opponent equal to the combined original attack. So that's 6,000 for the tokens, plus 800 multiplied by 3, because when they're destroyed, the controller takes 800. I was wondering why that replay was submitted so quickly. Like, yeah, why did they submit a game so quickly? What happened? Like, why was the game over in like 5 seconds? Yeah, well, you know, your opponent just activates 3 cards. All right, what do we got here? Monarchs! All right, this deck should be cool. We got the Monarchs. Revolt being revealed for Tessera. Tessera is going to tribute itself, or get tributed by Eidos, the baby Eidos. What does this guy do? It summons Idea from the deck, who then adds Domain? Wait, hold on. Does he add and summon? You can declare... Add a Monarch spell or trap. And then the Tessera is when it's sent to the grave, it special summons. Okay, cool. We're adding new chain. We're going to use this. That's going to special summon Eidos. Eidos, Monarch Master Plan is being activated. It dumps a Prime Monarch. We didn't have a second tribute, but under Droll, we've established Domain of the Monarchs. So our opponent cannot enter the extra deck. Will that be relevant? Six Samurai, double United, unexpected dying to Chamberlain. We can Doug Z fast build. All right, United is gonna draw 1. United draw again. Guys, you can't use the extra deck. You know it's good comms when we've got sorry for the lock, lol. My brother in Christ, you played the deck. You submitted the deck. Why are you saying sorry? All right, this is a no-sub new member on Discord. They joined just for this tournament. So do we classify this as a Farfa viewer? Maybe, maybe not. Let's see what they've got for us. CAD versus 500 IQ deck. Branded! That's the 500 IQ deck. Branded, okay. Okay, we've got Albion. That's going to dump the trap card. Activate Invocation. Fusing Albaz and Albion. That's going to summon out Lebellion. Lebellion's going to discard Albaz. And we are going to shuffle himself back into mirror. That's a -3 mirror. Okay. We've got a Kajikuji Curse here, discarding QQ Edagon. Brandon have it rough, brother. Oh, yeah, no, that 500 IQ deck, by the way. Ooh! Wait, what the hell is this? Necros Generator? Brynak's gonna add Amelia. Amelia in the hand is going to... What does Amelia do? Reveal special? She's gonna add Catastor. QQ Edagon. What the fuck is this? QQ Edagon can summon itself from the grave by revealing Har. We're gonna activate Mirror Jade now. Do you know what you're negating? Like what you're banishing? Oh, we're gonna Har Tribute to negate and destroy Chain Cartesia. To fuse with Mirror Jade. That's gonna make Granganol. New chain here. It's still negated. Granganol effect is gonna dump the dragon that devours the dogma. Nothing else being used here, so we're going to go normal summon Avanci. Avanci's going to special summon Amelia. Now we're going to Granganol. Granganol is then going to banish itself to special summon Quem. Quem is going to dump Incredible Ecclesia. We're going to enter the battle phase and just punch Quem. And then we're going to punch. And we're going to punch with QQ Enagon. That's it. Oh, we've got Field Spell as well. Field Spell, boss stage. Now it's time for main phase 3. We're going to activate something that's going to set the Fallen and the Virtuous from the deck here. Cartesia is going to add itself back. Incredible Ecclesia is going to add herself back. And we're back up to 4 cards. Draw phase, we're going to go Bro Drew. But then we're going to chain the Fallen and the Virtuous to pop boss stage, dumping the... Was that Lenitus? It was indeed Lenitus. Normal summon Alistair off the top here. That's pretty good. Add Invocation. Droll and Lockbird comes down. We're going to banish Quem and Alistair. That's going to make Makaba. We're going to activate the Invocation. Add itself back to the hand here. Special summon Incredible Ecclesia. Special summon Cartesia. We're going to activate Albion the Shrouded Dragon in the graveyard. That's going to dump Branded in red. Add itself... Or shuffle itself back. Then we're going to use Branded Retribution. That's going to add back Branded in red. I think he might be right. This is 500 IQ. Look at him popping off. He's doing some plays here. Branded red. Target the Albaz. Banishing Cartesia and Albaz. That's going to summon... wait, was that 3 materials? And the Alistair? Followed of Albaz, plus a light, plus a dark, plus an effect monster to summon the dragon that devours the dogma. What does this guy do? Target some stuff here. Recycling 2 fusions. Gains the attack points, enters the battle phase. Makaba punches Amelia. Dragon punches over Avanci. Main phase 2, Incredible Ecclesia. Tribute special summons out Albaz. No effect. Okay. Wear hand. Maybe it's fun. Maybe we just want the Albaz in the on the field for some reason. Okay, don't worry about it. I'm sure it matters. All right, main phase 1. We're gonna activate Catastor. I don't even know what Catastor's hand effect is. I think it's Reborn, isn't it? Yeah, wow, okay, yeah, he Reborns Amelia. Amelia effect, that's going to be negated and banished by Makaba. We're going to normal summon Lopter. Oh my god, you're crazy. Lopter effect going to special summon Vala. Vala's going to bring back Har. Overlaying into enter Bladnir. Into Bladnir, get attached, going to banish from the hand. QQ Enagon, special summon itself from the grave, and the Mardell. Mardell effect, that's going to add the boss stage. Overlaying up into Leviathan. And then we're just going to go battle phase. Battle phase, punch Albaz. Effect of Leviathan still in the battle phase. Summon out the Jormungandr. Sucking Makaba. Sucks up Makaba. Bro Drew. Bro Drew. Suck. Attach. Trigger Har. And I think we also get to trigger the boss stage. And that is just game, right? I'm pretty sure. Or at least your opponent's just going to give up, it seems. I think Har can send from field, right? Send a monster from their hand or field to the graveyard, yeah. Har is going to send the Dragon that Devours the Dogma, and that is game. Harf to force their opponent to send their unaffected. Yeah, but that's oh wow, that is okay. So Har makes your opponent send a card. So Har doesn't send the Devouring Dogma. This becomes unaffected by other card effects. It's not an other card effect. They get tributed by the Har because the opponent is sending it for effect. Or is it? I think that's how that works. Anyway, more branded gameplay. So GG. All right, that was actually not bad in the end. Oh, we got a Quanto replay versus Kelly Samoon. All right, what do we have here? We got Perulia on Quanto here. Normal summon out, go, Goblinberg. Special summoning Glove from the deck here. Activate Saitama. We're just playing into this Perulia, okay. Gaga Girl is going to activate. That's going to search Automatic Pickup. Automatic Pickup is going to add Para. Para, I think, is the 33-point card or something, by the way. Ooh, Super Agent. Okay. Quanto looks to be playing some sort of XE Turbo deck. Like, really XE Turbo. We're playing Super Agent, you know? So, how many rank 4s are we going to try and build here? That is 3 draws we're giving our opponent with Perulia. Interesting. Glove. Special summons Bobanite. We're going to add a coat here. Resolution. Bibiru! Bibiru! Oh, recently buffed, by the way. Just saying. 45 on the stats here. We're going to activate the Super Agent. What are we declaring? Monster. It is an Ice Jade Tremora. Oh, is this like Mermail or something? We're playing Perulia. We're playing some Waters. Okay, so, and another draw from the Super Agent, by the way. Go reveal. Special summon Gambara Knight. Another Perulia draw. Quanto's just playing under Max C, apparently. Coat's going to bring back the Goblin. I mean, to be fair, this is kind of insane. We got Nibiru, and we're still going with 4 monsters. Whoa! Rongo Miniad! Rongo bongo 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 bongo. Alright, so what is the Rongo Miniad 4 material effect? Sorry, by the way, I guess I made it the fuck up. I thought Para was like 30 points. I'm pretty sure Rongo's like 100. So 4 materials is your opponent cannot normal or special monsters. It is unaffected by card effects. And it gains 15/15. It can't be destroyed by battle. Rongo's also... Wait, what? Rongo isn't 100? Konami, really? Alright, so our opponent has 30 cards in hand. And they are facing a Rongo. That's exactly what I thought would happen. Yeah, they just set a monster and passed. They cannot normal or special. They're going to activate Ice Jade, Sinnoh, Inian, Cradle. Rongo detaches during the end phase and passes turn. Alright, is it neither player? Nope, it's one-sided. Why would that be the case? Alright, your turn, our turn. Ah! Yeah, Quanto click battle phase, then said misclick. Judge, Gejud. Oh no, they are going battle phase. It wasn't a misclick. He's lying. Punch over the set Acti. Acti activates in the damage step to bring back Aegorin. Aegorin is then going to search for Curse. Token's going to punch over the Aegorin. Aegorin effect apparently can revive Tremora.
Genesys.
In the end phase, it gets bounced to the hand and pass turn. Okay, so we can normal and special this turn. It's just unaffected. So we have a 30 Chungus that cannot be outed. So let's see what we're going to do here. We're going to go and use Cosmoclore. Is this just pure Ice Jades? Honestly, kind of base, actually. Ice Jade Manifestation. That's going to special summon out Kingfisher. Field spell activates on the Kingfisher, reducing the attack, and the token gets dropped, apparently. This thing is going to equip, I believe, or destroy the token by putting itself in the spell trap zone, then resummoning itself. This card is okay. We're just shifting up and down here. Alright, token outed. Ice Jade Cradle. This is just Rota for the deck. Here we're going to add Cassie. Another Rota for the deck. That is not once per turn. We're going to add the Aegorin. And we're just going to pass turn, apparently. Can't out the unaffected Rongo Bongo. All right, main phase Juan. We have some plays here. We got Dudu Warrior. That's going to dump Gage Togage. Summon out Dudu Pants. Onomato Kage is going to bring itself back from the graveyard. We're overlaying a 6 and a 4 for Eclipse Twins because that's how the game works. Eclipse Twins combines itself with the Rongo Miniad onto the Utopic Future Zexel in defense mode and passes turn. What do we actually have here? It gains attack and defense equals the combined rise of all exceeds monsters you control, and in your opponent's grave, times 500. Your opponent's monster cannot target monster for attack, except this one, your opponent can't target other cards on the field with card effects. And once per turn, when your opponent activates card effect in the field, you can quick effect attach, take control of monster your opponent controls for the rest of his turn. Its card can be destroyed by battle or card effects. Alright, so we have a negate and cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Ooh, that's a banish, though. Battle phase. We haven't actually used the effect yet. But it is 25-25. You control and then my grave. Against that, you all exceeds you control in your opponent's grave. It's 5-5. It's 5-5, not my grave, not yours. Ha! Quanto reading. Okay, attack over. Eclipse Twins gets the trigger here. That's going to summon back a 1 material Rongominiad, which is 1 material can't be destroyed by battle. So we're going to go main phase 2 and then use Kingfisher to out it. We do get to live and survive here. Recycling the Rongominiad somehow. Don't know how, but we did it. Ultimate Slayer, sending a Synchro. That's going to bounce away the Agarin and then send Malong. Malong is going to bounce the field spell. Then we're going to go and use Doodoo Warrior again, dumping another Gage. Gage brings itself back here. Make another rank 4. Exiton Knight. Exiton, is it going to resolve? Geistoga und Schneehase destroys it, but it does not prevent it from resolving, clearing the entire board here. Doodoo Warrior plus Tremora activating. That's going to bring back the Cosmoclore. Doodoo Warrior is going to get a Baba Knight. And do we have Extender? Droll and Lockbird. Okay, very nice. Gage in the graveyard is going to recycle the Eclipse Twin and Zexal. And we're just going to pass on an open board here. Can we do 8,000 damage with Ice Jades? Pitching for the Acti here. That's going to special summon out Tanola is going to discard special summon Acti. Acti gets equipped by the Aegir Cassie. That's going to be 22 damage. Guys, shock horror. Ice Jade did not OTK. Who could have seen that coming? We're going to summon out Gambara Knight. We're going to summon Gage. We're going to activate the graveyard effect of Gage. That's going to bring itself back. We're going to overlay into a 3-material Laplacian. All right, Laplacian going to activate the effect here. That's going to send a card from the hand, from the field, in the spell and trap zone. We're getting trished by an Xyz deck, by the way. Look at the Gambara Knight here, plus the opponent's trigger of the manifestation. Banish this our card your opponent controls. Banish it. We're going to banish the Laplacian. We're going to add another Doodoo Warrior. And then we're going to pass turn here. In the end phase, looks like we got something activating. The Cassie is going to bring itself back. Equipping onto the Acti. Draw for turn. Cassie beatdown. Nice. We got a real grind game, apparently. Ice Jade versus Onomats. Zubaba apparently just pops. Gonna trigger a bunch of guys here. Banish, revive Cosmoclore and Agarin and Search. Okay. Search manifestation here. Still in the main phase, we're gonna go Gage. Gage brings itself back. We're just passing. Manifestation is activated. That's gonna bring out the Agarin. Agarin is out here. Can't lethal with my deck. Yes, I can tell. Your deck has 10 cards and couldn't beat an empty board. Okay. Wait. I think, is that time on the round? Is that just a double loss? I think that's just a loss, right? They both lose? Ice Jade. You have 10 cards and can't OTK through an empty board. Wow. Mean words coming from the world champion. You know, what can I... Master Duel Diff, I guess. All right, what do we got here? We are playing Radiant Typhoon. So this is supposed to be one of the best decks. What is that? We're going to go Chant and Add here. Going to summon Swen. Swen is going to add Manifestation. And we're going to special summon Eldam. Eldam's going to get Crocia. Overlaying into Big Gabonga. Gabonga is going to go for the Douglas Charger. Douglas Charger, detach, special summon. Douglas Charger, add Entrance. Then we're going to rank up into the Xyz Armor Fortress. Oh god, these cards, okay. Add the Trap card, activate the Grand Entrance. That's going to get Sploder. Detach the special summon Sploder. Sploder is going to bring back Gabonga. Gonna go and activate Breakout, tributing to special summon out Merciless. Merciless summons Gone Wild from the hand here. Overlays those up into Cicada King, ranks that up into the Dark Knight Lancer. Manifestation. Gonna dump the Great Flame here. Special summon Crocia. Crocia effect, that's going to add Mandate. And MST. MST literally negates. Set 4 cards. Wow. Okay, I mean, if there ever is a broken hand in this version of the deck, there it is. That is probably as good of a hand as you'll get. Set 4 and a full board here. All right, draw phase. We're going to go Runix. Runic. Tip for Flashing Fire, banishing Swen. Flashing Fire, going to force out the Cicada King. Chain the full armored Xyz. Climbing up into the crazy Taxi. Which I believe has the continuous effect of monster control with destroyed by card effect detached material instead. Resolution, we're protecting the Cicada King from being destroyed. We're going to activate Typhoon Vision, and we're going to chain MST. Does it negate? And MST negate, baby. Oh, chained a second Vision. Wait, is that not once per turn? That card is not once per turn. If this card is destroyed by the effect of MST, set this card. Wait, hold on. That's very funny in the mirror match. MST2! Chain mandate! Once per chain, when MST is activated, you can target face on card your opponent controls negate its effects. Oh, but that's once per chain, right? So it only negates one of them? Okay, so one of them resolves. Gonna add MST. So they should set themselves here, no? Mandate on new chain MST. Wait, did we wait, hold on. So once per chain. Wait, so oh my god, the opponent's MST can be negated by mandate. Once per chain, when MST is activated, you can target face up card negate it. So we negated the opponent's MST with mandate that they were trying to use to. That is a big blunder from Clark here. Oh my god. Little MST negates itself, by the way. That is very funny. Good lord. All right. Anyway, yes, we're bringing out the big bird here. Getting some stat boosts up. Gonna go main phase 1. Main phase 1. That was the standby phase, by the way. Okay. Ultimate Slayer. Gonna bounce away the Cicada King by sending Aggregator. Aggregator going to negate the Crazy Taxi. Special summoning Radiant Typhoon. Eldam. Eldam is going to get Swen. We're going to special summon Swen. Swen is going to add Chant. Activate the Graveyard effect of Sploder. Attach from Bigabonger. So we're going to try and add a Suck here. We're going to chain Chant. Chant's going to add Magala. Are we sucking? We're sucking. We're sucking both monsters up here. We got the Magala in hand, which we're going to special summon. That one card past turn here. Looks like that might be it, though. Rank up the Dark Knight Lancer. Equip and steal. Banishing the trap card to rank this up, or to equip it rather. Then when it's equipped, it gets the suck. And then in the end phase, the Crazy Beast gets to activate as well, apparently. Or a spell trap attached to it, and then attach. Suck, suck, suck. All of the sucking coming out of this Goblin Radiant Typhoon deck. And that is very much game on board. GG. Well played. All right. Radiant Typhoon Goblins. El Goblino. All right. We've got Tori versus Legs. It is Legs going first here with K9. This deck is interesting. Oh god, this duel. Oh, we got Droll. Should I just leave? Is this like a judging mess? A CBA with like a ruling nightmare or something? We got case for K9 here. We got Jokol that's going to be drolled, but we can special summon itself. And Sulfador. Sulfador is going to send Tristaros and the spell card, activating the Inclusion. That's going to banish itself to revive from the graveyard. It's going to bring back Tristaros. Tristaros plus the Jokol going to make Skeletus. Skeletus on someone gets to add back a card from the banishment. That's going to add back Inclusion. Doesn't look like we had to wait to the trap card unless we've hard drawn it. So we will be using Tristaros in the grave. Nope, not yet. We're going to use Lantern before we machine lock ourselves. Lantern revive itself in the Jokol. That's going to overlay up into Ripper. Now we're going to activate the Tristaros before we machine lock ourselves here. That's going to banish to pop the Skeleton, special summoning Turtle. Triggering to also summon the, what's his name? Rosenix and the Skeletus on the new chain is going to summon out Tristaros from the banishment. Going to synchro those into Quandax. Rosenix is going to pop the face-up case for K9 to special summon out a Tristaros from the deck. Case for K9 triggers to set release. Wow, that is some cool synergies there. Set another card and pass turn. Alright, standby. Standby. In the standby phase, we're going to use Vision. Okay, is this just drawing cards? Draw 2, and if you have a Radiant Typhon, discard one of them. We'll de-draw here in the standby. For ninja cards, by the way. Ninjas. In phase 1, we've got Pot of Extravagance. That is now a 10-point card cost, I believe. Alright, Bro Drew. 7 Tachyon. That's going to reveal Tachyon Dragon. Adding a Thunder King Kaiju from deck to the hand here. Resolution, do we want to do anything? Doesn't look like it. We're going to use the Thunder King Kaiju on the Tristaros. So just Quandax remaining. Cosmic Cyclone comes down on a set card. It's an Econ. Almost summon Hanzo. Hanzo. What's the best trap these days? Dancing Leaves. Gonna add the Notebook, actually. Alright. Entering the battle phase. Nothing from Quandax. Force release on declaration of attack to punch over the Rosenix. Gonna rank this up into Hound. And send the Hanzo to the graveyard. Alright. That was the end of main, actually, not battle phase. We're gonna use Iron Digger, targeting the Quandax. What does that do again? I think it books it, right? And then specials. A chain to synchro into the Assault Dragon. So Digger, I think, goes to the grave without bringing back the Hanzo. From the field to the grave, turn one of your banished ninjas and add it to your hand. I have a target for that. Assault Dragon, bring back the 2 here. Another Notebook being activated. Notebook's going to revive Hanzo. Hanzo is then going to... Oh, we set the Hanzo and then get the Dancing Leaves from the Notebook out of the deck here. Set one more card past turn. In the end phase, we're going to go and use Assault Synchron. Summon Stardust plus the 2 into Stardust Warrior. And that is a blow up all the cards on the field in the end phase. That's a Dharma Cannon, the Dancing Leaves, and the Hanzo. That is crazy, actually. Entire end phase board wipe. Well played. All right, what do we got here? Turn 1 Shaddoll Fusion from APK. This is just Shaddolls. All right, it's just Shaddolls. King of the Swamp being used with Wendy. That's just going to make a Noyatilis. Just a vanilla Noyatilis. All right, let's hope your opponent's on Shinobirds or something. Wendy's going to bring Beast out of the deck here. And we're going to activate Polymerization. Polymerization with the Draco Tail Pan and Beast being used to summon Arthalion. We're just summoning Arthalion. That's very funny. This is what we call an accepted game state. We're going to use Ketu to add. We're going to use Lucas. Lucas is going to get Phymena. They also didn't use the correct material for Arthalion. Wait, really? A Draco Tail monster plus 1 monster in hand. Ooh, okay, okay. So the material being the Draco Tail is fulfilled. But because it's the only Draco Tail in our hand, you can't fulfill the 2 separate conditions of Arthalion. That is very illegal. Unfortunate. I guess we'll just have to play the game out. What can I say? Rahu plus a flame here. Adding back... summoning back the Malulu, rather. You go into the main phase here. MST. Hit the back row. That is a flame. Flame negate MST. And recycle. Wait, we didn't draw? Didn't we just use the thing to draw here? Oh, we got Dark Hole! Ha! Ah! What? Ah! What's going on? Yadagarasu! We can't play! We can't play the game. This is Rahu, right? Skip draw phase. Can we play? Cringe ass deck? Bro, you can't call your opponent cringe after you illegally summoned Arthalion and fulfilled your card effects without it being legal. You're gonna call cringe here, dude? Oh my god. Wait, so what is your deck? What is it, just Board Breaker Bird? Like, what is the deck? Like, what is this deck list? Ladies and gentlemen, karma has been fulfilled. All right, Yata Lock in 2025. That is insane. Okay, we got Dargans here. Reacted. Pitching a Dargan, that's going to summon Radox. Thunder 5, when discarded, it's going to add Thunder 7. Yay! Droll and Lockbird! Woo! Okay. So we're going to use Lightning, discard Blaster to special summon Tempest. Make Dracosack, you wouldn't. It's Chasma. We're going to banish a Light and a Dark here. Special summon out Blaster. We're going to activate Streamer, man. That's going to summon Tidal. Plus the Blaster, that's going to make the Eclipse. Eclipse is going to get Ogred, but still special summoning from the deck here, Tempest. Recycling that Tempest. Chasma effect is going to activate the effect to copy the effect of Radox. Radox is going to reborn. Reborning the Blaster. And then we're going to make a second Chasma. Banishing Light and the Dark for Tidal summon here. Banishing for the... That's cheating. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. We copied the Radox. We didn't use the Radox. Aha, see. They're different. Yep. All right, very nice. Ooh, then we're going to summon out the Dark Doom Dragon Doom Rider Volfernigus. This is a quick effect that has a dragon's material. It is a once per turn detached to target a face-up card on the field. Destroyed. If you destroy a monster, make one face-up monster you control gain attack. Quick effect pop here. And we're playing against Ice Jades again. Aegorin is added off of the Cradle. Normal summon out the Aegorin. Aegorin is going to add a Neon Cradle in. Why is there so much Ice Jade? It's just the one guy. What do you mean? Activate the field spell. Manifestation Chain Chasma. Chasma is a negate, I believe, when your opponent activates a spell, trap card, or effect, quick effect attached to negate and banish. Then we're going to use a copy effect of the Aurora Chasma. That's going to dump Tempest. What is Tempest discard effect? Add a dragon. Add Red Rose. Ooh, sexy. Okay. Going to add Red Rose here. Activate Volfernigus. Detach, pop the field spell. Rank up into the Disaster Dragon of all Apocalypses. Overlaying both of them. Attaching 4 friggin' Elemental Dragons from the graveyard with his effect. banishing your opponent's field and grave. That is very much game from the Dargan rulers. GG. Punk recently pointed down, but also up with the E-teleport going from 40 to 35. But I believe Foxytune went up by 5. So this deck is at least 15 points more expensive if we're not playing teleport. We've got the Zeaman being special tier. That's going to add Rising Fart. Banishing to special summon. Going to summon out Sharakusai. Sharakusai out of the deck here. Going to activate the effect of Fuse. Fusion Shokan into Rising Carp. Rising Carp is going to special summon out the Deerno and the Wagon. Wagon's going to get the field spell. Droll and Lockbird would absolutely menace us here. No Droll. Activate the field spell. Here is Dragon Drive. Dragon Drive going to search. Deerno revive back to Sharakusai. Is it just Ogre? Mind procedure. Okay. Draw a card from the field spell. Ogre Dance going to add Zeaman. Activate the field spell, banish to special summon out Madam Spider. Madam Spider is going to then get Dangerous Gabu. And field spell draw again for the last time, overlaying up into the Jam Fever. Jam Fever detach one to Burrow Drew. Normal, sorry, what? Normal? We didn't use our normal? Yeah, we used Foxytune to special the Zeaman. Normal summon Serene Psychic Girl. Girl, banish Dark Ruler from the hand to special summon out the Psychic Minister. Wow. Which church do you think ordained this guy? That's going to make a Serene Psychic Sorceress. Sorceress is... where are your life points, brother? It's going to set Teleport Fusion. Psychic Girl is going to combine into Blaster Mark II. Minister is going to banish it and Dragon Drive and Sharakusai from the field. With this thing to bring back Dragon Drive. Sure, set 3 cards and pass turn. Bring back the Sharakusai. Okay. All right, standby main. Can we crack this? Radiant Typhoon, maybe. Maybe. Gonna add Mystical Space Typhoon. We're gonna activate Crocia. That's gonna be negated and destroyed by the Jam Fever. MST comes down, gonna hit the field spell. We're gonna activate Chant here. Chant is then going to add Eldam. We're gonna go and special summon out the Eldam. Eldam's going to add Swen here. Special summoning out Swen from the hand. Going to add Typhon Vision. Special out Taka Tomborg. Tributes itself to special out Red Eye Dice. Dice effect apparently doesn't work. We're going to go Synchro Summon up into the Clearwing Synchro Dragon. Wait, nope, never mind. They've got something on Summon. On Summon, they're going to use the Mark II Blaster. Which is during the main phase, quick effect, banish a monster from your grave and target another face-up monster on the field to banish it and gain life equal to banish monster original attack. Alright, banishing the Swen here. That's very cool. Alright. Still has an Ultra Hound as an extent to the Radiant Typhoon Speedroids, dumping the Denkai Duke. They're going up into the Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon anyway. Special summoning Car Turbo Kerchow. That's going to be bar on the floor. 80 points. Attempt to pop the Dragon Drive. Chain the Sharakusai, chain the Baron to negate, chain the Gabu to negate. Alright, it resolves. We're going to summon out the Amazing Dragon. Amazing Dragon going to bounce away the Baron on the floor. Last card in hand is Vision. Vision's going to draw 2, discard. No Radiant Typhoons. And that is GG. Alright, Punk's very scary when they go first and are in an uninterrupted. Infinite draw power and so many disruptions there. Let's go. Tim the Bow versus Dito. Alright, what do we got here? We got Perulia. Perulia in the draw phase. Chain Emergency. We're adding Cyber Dragon Core here. Going first, Cyber Dragons. Normal summon gets the draw here for Horizon. Horizon, not to be mistaken for the phone company Verizon. Although they are sort of cousins. Dumping the Cyber End Dragon hurts triggers. That's going to revive. Or add, rather, the Cyber Dragon. Dumping Horn as well. Claw effect in the grave. Discard to add Invasion. And we're going to activate Realm. Realm's going to add a Cannon. I have to use our extra normal here, potentially. Cannon effect adds Chimera. And Realm, extra normal summon the Chimera. Draw again from the Perulia. Chimera discards Invasion. That's going to add Power Bond. Activates the Power Bond. Turn 1 into Fua Loss. Getting double Charmed here. Banishing from the graveyard to summon out the Cyber Darkness Dragon. Cyber Darkness Dragon gets some attack points here. Equips the Cyber End to make it an Omni, I believe. No, it's like a Necro-equipped Princess to make the Cyber Dark End Dragon. Which then equips the Cyber Darkness Dragon. Yeah. Pass turn. By the way, last card I drew. Droll and Lockbird. Yeah, wow, that's cool. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, you're so good. By the way, you still lose. Yo, can we chill with the BM? Hello? Oh, okay. All right. Foolish Amphibian for Ice Barrier to add. We just play Gameciel. we just play Gameciel. Okay. All right. Yep. The Ice Jade deck can just play Gameciel because of Ice Barrier. Okay. All right. We're gonna go Revealer, summon Mirror Mage, Tribute, summon 3 tokens here. Combine them to make Coral Dragon. Mirror Mage effect in the graveyard is going to add Freezing Spain. Coral Dragon can discard potentially to pop. First, we're going to use the Winds over the Ice Barrier. That's going to special summon out of the deck here, Speaker and Spellbreaker. What do you think she's saying? That's going to be synchroned into the Lancia. Did we just, like, not use Coral Dragon for no reason? Do you want every card in your hand? Are they that good? Do we not want to pop a card? We can go with Lancia here. Coral Dragon gets the draw. Looks like they forgot the Power Bond damage. Let's see if it's relevant. Can Ice Barrier OTK? Can we do some damage here? Georges, revive. Ying! Activate Spellbreaker. Banish. Turns off your opponent's spells, I think, for the next turn. That triggers the Cheng Ying. Cheng Ying gets to banish the Cyber Dragon Core and the Chimera. Gonna go battle phase here. Punch over the Gameciel. Punch direct with the Cheng Ying. Not quite game, but I think we should be down and out here because the Spellbreaker until the end of your opponent's next summon card is face up on the field. Neither player can activate spell cards. Okay. Cyber Dragon without spell cards. Challenge impossible. Special Cyber Dragon. Is Lancia on summon? If your opponent... Yeah, it is on summon. Okay. We're going to summon out Georges. Duality! But we can't because of Spellbreaker. Woo! Yeah, let's go. In-engine Kaiju feels good. Really funny when the judges let people cheat. Really funny tournament. Source? Which judge let someone cheat? What judge let someone cheat? Can you explain? Watch the replay. Let's see what the cheat... Okay, cheating. Cheating. All right, what do we got here? Watch this one very carefully. Golem Adweju. Scale Medius. Oh, fuck. I don't know these cards. Oi. All right. Sengenjin for the shield. Activate shield. Doom Dragon. Overlay into Photon Lord. Medius the Pure in the graveyard. If this card's in your grave, shuffle a monster from your hand or face up field into the deck and then special this, but banishment leaves the field. Okay. That's going to summon out Doomsy. Oh, fuck, dude. I don't know any of these cards. Ranking up into Diactorus. Alright, Doomsy when it's sent to the graveyard. Add a Doomsy card. Almost summon out the Amalfi. Droid, add a Doomsy monster from your deck to your hand. Add Drastia. Drastia target send to equip. Diactorus sent to the grave. Take a spell from your deck and add it to your hand or send it to the grave. Angelica Ring. Oh boy. Activate the ring, equipping onto this, set a card and pass turn, end main. Oh no, the Runic player is complaining about getting cheated. Don't know. Anyway. Typhoon Vision. Draw phase. Draw, discard. Is this a mirror match? Oh no. They just look very similar. Drastia effects. Card is equipped with an equip card, special summon. Okay, I'm gonna use the equip here. Chain Vision. Vision add MST in response. Resolve the chain. Climbs up into Drastrius. Okay. That equips onto this and the ring. MST hit the back row. In Doomsy Destruction. Doomsy Destruction, Darby Doom Xyz. Equip this card to it with the following effect. Card's going to be added from the main deck to your opponent's hand except by drawing them. And we have done this like much earlier. Okay, so that triggers the Doomsy Destruction. This card is destroyed. Target face a monster on the field. Equip a Doomsy monster from your deck to it as an equip spell. Equips Ilara onto this. While this card is equipped with an equip, this one is the one we want to read. While this card is equipped with an equip special, a Wind Machine exceed from your extra with the same rank as this card's level. Activate tip here. For curses. So which monster is he equipping? What are we disagreeing with here? Declare the effect of Doomsy Destruction from graveyard. Point it at Amalfi. What is unclear here? It's right under. If you clicked it, it was not my fault to focus on it. Yeah, it was your fault, not the judges. Cool. That's it. They just weren't paying attention. You won, guide, and sidetracked my tournament for 10 minutes because you're wrong. I said judges ruling is 50-50. What? No, it's not. Tell me what's 50-50 about this. It's 100. What is it? Where's the 50-50? Explain yourself. I need that. But I just saw that he pointed. So you didn't think to check the log? Instead, your response was, instead of checking, was to come to the Twitch chat, accuse the judges of accuse your opponent of cheating, accuse the judges of having some malicious, like, we're gonna get Luvasi MD. I called judge instead of checking. Okay, the judge checked, didn't he? And then what happened with the judge? Did the judge check the log? What did the judge say? Say sorry to Arashel. Say sorry. Say at Arashel in the chat, say sorry for accusing... At your opponent, say sorry for accusing you of cheating. At the judge, and say sorry for calling you a cheater. Don't gift him a sub! The judge would ask for both players' side of the story. They would side with the player who is activating the Amaltham because the card says target. So the logic is, when you can't differentiate between two player sides of the story and there are no contradictions in the two players' story, you have to go with the quote-unquote correct play. That's just how you have to rule it. Because you would essentially, in your mind as a judge, say to yourself, well, why wouldn't they target a card, right? Because it's a he says, she says situation. You have to go with the simplest explanation of the chain of events. That's how it would be ruled in person. Fortunately for us, this is the internet. It is literally a log, and it says it a target, and you just weren't looking. So you came to the chat and called the judge a cheater, and called your opponent a cheater, and called the judge a liar. And you got gifted a sub for it. We're just rewarding this behavior. We apologize for this brief interruption of this tournament. Let's proceed. Sotzel versus Indoko. Spectral. Gonna discard itself in the Armed Dragon 7 to add a Fire and a Redox. And we're also gonna get the Pile Armed Dragon. Would you guys say the Armed Dragon stuff is standard in Dragon Ruler? It seems like a really good way to maintain hand advantage. Like, it seems kind of shitty, but like, it just sort of feels like you kind of have to play because there's so much discarding. I don't know. Maybe it's not standard, but it does seem really kind of meh. Pile gets to send 5. Gain some attack points here. This guy's going to trigger to add Tempest. Burner. Discard itself in Tempest. Going to Special Blaster. Overlaying those into the Chasma. Dump the Tempest. That's going to search for the Night Armed Dragon. Blaster. The Master of Faster. Going to Special Summon out here. Trigger the Tempest. Gets a double Dragon Search because of the way Chasma copies. The Pile Armed Dragon here. Title, Banish, a Light in the Dark, Special Summon. Gonna go for the Eclipse on Summon. Recycling the... How does this guy work exactly? Exceed tar level 4 in your grave, or Banishment Special level 7 Dart that's mentioned on its text. You get to copy... so you get to summon out the big name of the little baby that you target, basically. Summons out Blaster, then summons out Redox, overlays into Volfernigus. Is this like the standard, like, Dragon end board? It's kind of meh. Alright, standby main. Whoa, that's insane. Alright, on summon, we're just gonna pop it. This guy's very big for some reason. Normal summon, Nimble Beaver. The standard is Christia. How do you Christia on Dragon Rulers? Konami, could we just crush Christia's balls? His big, heavenly, cloudy balls. Normal summon out the Nimble Beaver. Beaver's gonna get who Mega Lol? Another Beaver here. Okay. And we're gonna special red. Ooh. That's always the terrifying thing about Sprite. It's like, which name are they gonna bring out the hand as an inherent what is it called? Built-in. That's what they call it these days. Bill Omega Lol Tin summon. On summon, we're gonna use Chasma. We can't negate with the red. Blaster effect is copied from the Chasma to pop the Gigantic. So it doesn't look like they have like another name that they could have put down as fodder for the red here. We're gonna activate Melfi's Staring Contest. Everyone stare. Negate with Chasma. Set 1 pass. We're gonna go main phase here. Pile Armed Dragon. Discarding 3. 3 gets a draw. Night Armed Dragon. What does this do? Reveal a dragon, summon itself. Copy a level of a banished guy. Makes it into a 7. Goes for Annihilation. Dark Armed Dragon is gonna pop the back row here. Banish another card. And pop. Activate the Night Armed Dragon. Apparently, it just boosts the Eclipse here to 50 billion attack. We're gonna punch, and that is game. Alright. Goblins Onomats. We got Gage to Gage. It's a Gaga girl. Girl adds Para. Women. Always just searching cards, am I right? Always searching cards and adding things from the deck. Heh, classic woman. Discard double or nothing after making Photon Blast Dragon. We've got the Surfacing Big Jaws, special from the hand here for free. That's going to get us Drake Shark. Drake Shark. Overlaying into Utopia, yup, double. Combining with the girl, that's going to make the Futures Exile. We got more Xyz with the Gambara Knight. Revealing Gaga Magician with the coat to bring back the Goblin Berg. Overlay into the Tornado Dragon. And one more Xyz summon from the Gage. That's going to be Light Ignister with 2 back row. Okay, alright, past turn. So we have Untargetable, back row pop, 2 back row. Probably the, what's it called? Omni Negate Searcher thing from the number deck. And this guy is a card effect in the field that can be negated and mind controlled. F0 at home. It's also 65-60 freaking 5. Main phase Juan, we're going to go and summon out the Prison Groundkeeper. Groundskeeper is going to summon Linewalker. Linewalker effect is going to add prison. Crazy we didn't negate the normal summon, so I guess we don't actually have anything. At least that we want to use just yet. I mean, I don't know. I would have just hit the normal summon. Oh, it's because we've got Cosmic Cyclone. That's going to banish the field spell. White Forest cards. Okay, Sinful Spoil, White Forest. That is a Fusion Shokan here from the hand. That Red Nova! Legal cheating! Master Duel legal cheating. That's going to make the Chimera. Chimera going to attempt to destroy here. That's going to be negated and yoinked. Holy crap, that is insane, by the way. Bro still... Wait, why did we draw? Wait, why did we draw? Is that not legal? What have we done? What's the chat? Is it this? Is it the Futures Exile or the Chimera activation? Fusion summon using most of your hand or fields. Chimera. What exactly about the Chimera? They just drew, right? They should have drawn. Once per turn, replay if it's a card effect to detach one, take control, most opponent control for the rest of the turn. This card can be destroyed by battle of card effects. Oh, wait, no, the Chimera still resolves. Why no pop? They're attempting to pop, but the Light Ignister says if monster you control will be destroyed by card effect, and detach material from this instead. I don't understand. I don't see anything illegal. What's the problem? We do a little bit of one-guying. Majud and Clever Anomaly. You have clever in your name. Can you explain why you would describe yourself as a clever individual, and yet you are stupid? What did I do? You said chat! What did I do? You said chat! What was the chat? Tell me what the chat was. What do you mean, what did I do?
Brazil!
Stop gifting these people subs! Stop giving these people subs! Oh, 7? Yeah, I thought so! Alright, you're banned. Alright, anyway. What the hell is that? Mutiny in the Sky. What? BA cards? Yo? Not really, but, you know. We can always dream. Alright, we're gonna Miracle Fusion here into Earthbound Geo Gremlina. Gremlina on someone's gonna add an Earthbound monster. That's gonna add Stone Sweeper. Stone Sweeper activates in the hand here. Discard to add Vision Resonator. Was it just add any Dark Fiend? Level 3 or lower Fiend Tuner. Oh, so we can't add Tour Guide? Cringe. Okay. So we're gonna add Vision Resonator, Special Vision Resonator. Let's go Synchro Summon into Scarlight, Red Dragon Archfiend. Triggering these in the graveyard. Vision Resonator gets to add Crimson Gaia from deck to the hand here. Activate the Scarlight, attempt to pop. Ignister Protect. Can I go back a couple of steps? Huh? The audaciousness? Huh? He says okay. He says okay. Huh? This isn't a locals. It's a very serious tournament. What are you people doing? What? They're just... It's a very respectable approach, you know, because it's a lesson for life. If you don't ask, you just don't receive, right? I mean, he wouldn't have been able to achieve this if he just simply didn't ask. That doesn't actually achieve anything. Harmonic Synchro Fusion for... what the fuck? Is this card custom? They're just Synchros and Fuses? The hell? That's broken. Now we're gonna Scarlight. Now we're gonna Light Dragon Protect. That's it. Isn't this soft once per turn? And maybe they can bring it back or something. Book of Eclipse. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Gonna add Immortal Red Nova. Mutiny in the Sky is gonna... What does that do? Discard to add it. Sends the Fiend from the hand to add it back. And then, Banish that during the main. Banish this from your grave. Send an Earthbound or from your hand or face a monster zone. Then special from the extra deck. Geo Gremlin. Geo Gremlin in battle phase going to go into Geo Grasha. Grasha attack over this. Trigger the effect here. Whoa! 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 At the start of the damage step, this card battles. Change the monster to 0. If a monster unit poses to destroy by battle or card, you can destroy all cards your opponent controls. Holy crap! Okay, all right. Wait, that's gay. What? Oh my! Okay, I'm not sure how much it mattered, but you know you just let your opponent win? I'm pretty sure, right? I mean, I don't know how the Earthbound deck works. I'm not sure if that actually made a difference. But, like, I feel like you just let your opponent win the game for no reason. Can I go back up 5 minutes? Sure! I'm blown away. I'm blown away by that. Honestly, shout outs to Lanius here. What a good guy. Giga Chad, you can go back. Watch my stupid he just really wants me to watch his replay. He has atted me like 3 times. Farfa, watch this replay. Alright, here we go. Watch the replay. Alright, we got Sancti here. With the Rose Dragons. Pure Rose Dragons. Into Bramble Rose Dragon. Bramble Rose Pitch Rose Girl. Summon out Rox Rose Dragon. Did we just, like, not use Rox Rose Dragon effect? Oh, they summon us at the same time? Discard a card special plant with 15 or less defense from your deck. Alright, there we go. Then we're gonna bring back these guys. Add Black Rose Garden. Some of this feels illegal, but I'm not gonna pretend I know how these cards work exactly. Gonna add another Rose Dragon here. Activate the effect of the Twilight Rose Knight. I think that manipulates the level, I believe. Go up into the Rage Rose Witch. Rage Rose Witch. Sends Fangly and a Rose Maiden. Fangly, when it's sent to the graveyard, revives itself. Synchro that up with the Black Bramble Rose into Crystal Wing. Garden Rose Maiden gets to banish itself. Banish to bring back the Bramble Rose Dragon. Rose Girl adds itself back from the graveyard. This deck looks fucking cool, by the way. What the hell? End main 1, pass turn. That looks pretty sexy. That's not sexy, though. We're going to go Ultimate Slayer. Bounce away Crystal Wing. Malone gets to target a card and book it, I believe. What are we doing with the Malone here? Target the Bramble Rose. Bounce it away. Take 600. Next up, we got Chaotic Elements for the Miasma Testina. This Testina... oh my god, it's Pistina. We'll give Eclipse. Did we even need to use the ultimate so we could have just Eclipsed, right? This Miasma Dragon coming back here. We got Play the Testina. Dumping Demigod. Activate Demigod in the hand here. Special summon. Demigod effect. Add Breath. Breath effect. Target the Miasma Testina. Book it to add Fallen of the Testina. Activate Fallen in the hand here. Discard. Activates Ballista. That's going to search Sentinel. Discard. Summon itself back here. Target our own set card. Search for Hound. Miasma triggers. Brings itself back. Special summons the Hound from the hand here. Battle phase. These get to all attack directly, apparently. Is that game? Is this enough? 18, 12, 30. It is exactly 8,000. Oh, man. I thought this Garden Rose deck looked cool. Oh, well, get pissed on, I suppose. Jay's better than Jay. Better summon Speedroid, Terror Top. Summon Dante, I dare you. I think my hatred of goblins comes from the fact that I'm just super, like, jealous that it's a rank 3 deck that's better than my rank 3 deck, you know? Okay, so we are constructing a Goblin end board. What does a Goblin end board look like? Is that Apollosa? Is that Apollosa? When another monster effect is activated, detach material, negate, and destroy. That's Apollo. That's fucking Apollosa. That's it. We just summoned Apollosa. All right. We got Dark Knight Lancer, Apollosa. We got multiple sucks. Totem Bird for a spell trap negate and 3 back row. And Drew. Invoked, dude. Come on. Get a job. Sorry, that was mean. Alright, anyway. Polymerization, fusing... Oh, Draco. Okay, good cards. Alright. Alistair, Beast, and Pan. From the hand for Arthalion. Effect of Pan, protect 2 of Arthalion. Target Dark Knight, Ashura, and Gabonga. And Chainlink 3 Beast Draw. Lets it all go through. You can't respond because of Meltdown. Wait, true! Wait, what the fuck? Are we cracking this board? Pan Pop. Totem... I take it back. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't mean it. I just have some PTSD from Invoked in 2019. Your deck is insane. Your deck is unbelievably. You cracked an entire board with one Invoked. Okay. Okay. You're better. You're the GOAT. You're the GOAT. You cannot respond on summon because of Meltdown. That is just, yep. Oh my god. XC users in shambles, huh? Alright, normal Ketu for Fimina. Make Sectarian. There's a Dracotail Sting being set here. Rahu from deck. We're going to go Urgala. Alistair in the hand for Gilgamel. Am I missing something, or we didn't normal summon? Oh, we normal summoned the Lucas instead of Alistair. That is blasphemy. Imagine not normal summoning Alistair. Was that a tribute to the Doomed? Offering to the Doomed. Wow, that's so funny. We didn't chain it. Why didn't we chain Offering to the Doomed? Aren't you just dead? Urgala's gonna pop a back row here. You just... Your whole board was cracked! What the fuck? Oh my god, Meltdown is the best card in the game. All he had to do was negate Meltdown. I guess he didn't realize, like, how good that other effect was. Guys, do you think Jack, like, gets invited to Christmas dinner and his mom is like, hey guys, this is Sparta. Get it, Jack. He goes, get it. It's like a meme from 2014. All right. Cho's Gob is setting 2 and passing. We've got the Millennium Revelation here. What the f is this? Got Mangara. We're searching Reborn. Like, what are you doing? Ah, nothing apparently. What is it? Passes again. Oh, okay, we're playing the game. Dragonmaid. Hospitality. Chain Dogwood. Bro, you bought Dogwood to a best of 1 tournament. Mods, can we do a replay review of Jack Sparta? What has he been doing? What has he been doing? Can we get a review, please? Can we get an investigation? Actually, you know what? You know what? I take it back. It's so he can pay more life points for Raw, okay? It's never mind. He's not cheating. He's an honorable Raw gamer. Syriax would be proud. All right, Kitchen. Gonna punch red here. Transform. Summon out red here. Gonna attack for 47. Most powerful Dragon Maid battle phase. Main phase 2. Pass. We're gonna use Lady. That's gonna fusion Shokan into... Choo! Gracias a todos. Better summon Kitchen from the hand here. Kitchen is going to dump Lorpar. Ancient Chant here. Hamana Hamana. Max Metalmorph. Tribute to summon out the Red Eyes Black Full Metal Dragon. Why are you clicking all of your cards? Like, it's really annoying. Like, he keeps clicking all of his own cards. Monster Reborn. What are we doing? Monster Reborn. Target your opponent's Hinkek. Why are we negating that? What? We negated that? Well, I mean, it was gonna happen eventually. Ball is life, dude. Ball is life. Did we just add back Reborn? We added Reborn again. That's so funny. Okay, we're summoning out the Max Metalmorph. Battle phase. Attack. Tidying. We're gonna bounce it back to our... It's the dumbest duel ever. End phase. What the fuck? This deck is so ass. Oh my god. No hand traps, go off. Don't tell him that on turn 5 when he's gonna go for a game. What are you doing? Bro, don't say that. Like, what do you mean? Oh god. Alright. If you hand trap him now, it's legally cheating, okay? What is going on? It's not even game. Oh my god. Alright, what are we doing? We're tagging into Lady. Lady gets to trigger Nurse. Nurse gets to bring back Parlor. Parlor dumps an Ernest. And then still in the start step of the battle phase, we get to transform all... This is just game. We got to transform all of these. Do we have something? You don't, because it would be a lie. Oh, wait. They all buff by 100, by 400. Yep, this is... Wait, look at he lying! Lying! He actually lied! He actually lied! Okay, you're gonna say technically he didn't. No, he did. No, he did lie. He said, where is it? He explicitly said, no hand traps here. Go, okay, all right. Technically here maybe refers to the main phase. You know, battle try. Oh my god, dude, these people. All right, what is going on? Does it even matter? Like, are we still dead? I think we live, right? All right, we should survive. Why the fuck do you have 30 cards in your? I don't know, Dragonmaid, I guess. 7. Wait, what's going on? Wait, are you what? Huh? Wait, why is he dead? Wait, it didn't matter. If you take battle or effect, special this. During damage calc, if this battles make the wait. Sorry, I was too busy like talking about that. Why did this die? We just popped it. Wait, this Dragonmaid deck's playing Cataclysm? Oh my god. Can I see your hand? What do we have here? Soul Exchange. Oh, dude, you were gonna go off next turn, man. Oh, he was gonna go off next turn. Why is there so many brandies? Guys, your deck sucks, okay? Stop trying to force it. Jesus, why are they trying so hard? Let's go. Pitch this. Classic. Are we wait, there's no way that was 5. Was that 5? There's no way. Does that tribute for cost? Huh? That'd be crazy. There's no way Branded can summon 5 times in Genesys format. All right, anyway, Cartesia effect. Albion effect is going to set opening. Oh no, you can add. Okay, never mind. Standby phase, we're gonna go prologue. So we're just doing the funny floodgate play here. Okay, nice. All dragons cannot activate their effects, but also all of your cards become a dragon. You are now a dragon. Did you just special Terra Top? I think we normal Terra Top, and then it went to defense because it's got like a Baguska effect. And then when you normal summon a level 3, it specials itself from the hand. And then this special summons itself from the hand here. How are we outing? Like, how are we? We can't activate card effects. How are we beating this? Oh, Materia Actor. Okay. Pitch. Ah! Where little bro thinks he's on the team? Okay. Overlay again. Break sword. Are we gonna go F0? That's so funny. Oh my, that is so funny. We're just passing on this. That's crazy. All right, this thing is indestructible. Let's see if it can survive a branded turn. Mirror Jade is not real. It can't hurt you. Activate branded fusion. Lenitus. It can be destroyed battle and neither player takes battle damage. It's negated. They aren't activated effects. Well, that's a pickle. That's crazy. Oh my god, that's crazy. What is going on? This is the best. This is the best tournament. This is the best tournament. This board is illegal. He couldn't use the Meteorologic in hand because of the Buster Fusion. Oh, you can't use hand effects? Oh yeah, he can. No, that's actually real. We're not getting one guide. This is a dragon in the hand. Ah, well, you know, it's a bit of pickle. So the negate ability has not the negate ability. The dragon effect, the dragon transformation effect has worn off. So now we can use our card effects, but our cards are still dragons. Not anymore. Now you're a dragon. No, you're a Tau. So Utopic Future attacks into the Destroyer Swordsman. It has the effect that at the end of the damage step, it steals a monster. You don't take any damage from it. Gaining a bunch of attack here. It's punching over the Aliber and piercing for 78. We almost just one-shot him with our own card. All right. Can Clobber Baron find a way to out just a vanilla here? Can I add a different card from High Spirits? Will you allow me to take that since I already added Fusion? I'd prefer if you didn't. Look, if you don't ask, you don't get, okay? Like, I would prefer not, actually. Holy crap, this is just cinema. What's going on? What happened? What? Did you just, he just scooped? Turns out my only out to that was fusing into Mirror Jade. Damn sorry to hear. This guy is the funniest guy in the world. I'm sorry to hear that. I can't. That's so funny. Haven't seen these before. Junkmail versus Luigi. Luigi! Allure of Oh my god, flower Cardians. Did you, like, specifically build a deck to go to time? Like, what are we doing? Like, we're trying to, piss everyone off today? Okay, so flower Cardian, we're just gonna do a little bit of a no-joke 37-minute combo. Remember, yesterday's gameplay today. Flower Cardian's like 10 years old. Yesterday's gameplay today. Oh my god, hurry up, dude! This thing is so fucking boring, dude! Wait, this is just an FTK? I'm pretty sure they timed out and got a double loss. Wait, his opponent didn't scoop? Wait, no, it's not an FTK. What, did he fuck up? But did the Master Duel timer hit 0? So he had to pass? Like, what's going on? Thinking. What do you mean thinking? You just had 37 minutes to think. A Berry Rice Madness. Go firecracker him right now. 7th Ascension, Tachyon. Reveal Honor Arc. Big Jaws. Yep, Jaws. Special. Crystal Shark. Beautiful. Buzzsaw. Right hand. Crystal Shark. Overlay. Stealth Kraken. Pop the baby. Wait, he didn't pop. Wait, he didn't pop it. He did pop. He tried to pop it. It didn't die. Okay, it didn't die, so we're gonna Exciton. Why did we do that? That's not how that works. Wait. Aw, Dueling Book. Exciton again. What the fuck is going on? What is the plan here? Bro, you have never clicked an AC material in your life. Jesus Christ, this is unwatchable. Holy crap, that took him like 10 minutes. What is he doing? Wait. Oh, he's overlaying into Eclipse. Okay, wait, but shouldn't this detach material? Oh, wait, and then we're gonna Gordon Slicer. Wait, what's going on? Banish 12. What is going on? Okay, sure. It's a draw because it's time on the round. But, like, why is it time on the round? Like, what was he doing? Cool deck. Thanks. This flower Cardian player just played out probably, like, actually 37 minutes of this. The fish player just made a board, popped his own board, remade the board, and just timed. How long was this duel? 35 minutes. That is insane. All right, welcome to top 8. We're here with the Farfa Genesys Open. 150 plus players have made it through to this top 8 finish after 8 rounds of Swiss. Let's have a look and see just what we've got today. We're gonna start off with a pot of greed. This is a pot of greed. Radiant Typhoon is in the top cut, unsurprisingly. Got the Chant, the Discard, Rudic, Radiant Typhoon, it looks like. This deck is very likely to be the deck to beat in Genesys format, especially after the points list. It's extremely consistent, powerful, good end boards, very good at managing the field, and has a lot of space for other pointed cards, because they just don't have a lot of points associated. In fact, I don't actually know if Radiant Typhoon has any points on their cards. Okay, are we just like... What are we doing here? We're just like setting the wrong card. Oh my god! Alright, after all that, we're going to Mirage of Nightmare in our opponent's turn. So we got 2 DM staples here. Pot of Green, Mirage, and Nightmare. So Mirage of Nightmare, for those of you who don't know, is a card that says you can draw up to 4 cards in your opponent's standby phase, and then you discard that same amount in your standby phase. So the gimmick is, like, normally you can try get rid of it to try maintain the hand advantage, or just spend the cards from your hand immediately. But anyway, we're gonna go and lead with Bryanak. So this is a Necros, what's it called? Necros generator deck. This person has been using Necros as an engine to get into a rank 9 just with the Necros cards. Avanci allows you to just climb into Ib, who then gets into, like, a 9 synchro and then floats. So it's actually an interesting tech that they've managed to come up with here, but it is technically a generator deck. Looks like we got negated on the curses from the runic cards. We banished off the top of our deck here. I think that might actually be the one-off monstrosity. I'm not sure if they play multiples. We're going to use Emilia, and then we're going to go and overlay into two water monsters to make the Kraken. Kraken effect is going to attempt to pop here. We're going to destroy the Great Flame. Burns for 15 in the process. Going to go and end the main phase. Attempt to punch the Totem Bird. We're going to activate the Trap card here. What is the other effect of this Trap card? It's going to recycle some Radiant Typhoon cards, and apparently it just pops a card. That's going to bring out the Kraken spawns, which can then crash into the Totem Bird anyway. Crashes into Totem Bird. We might be reducing the attack as well, it looks like. So yeah, this Totem Bird's probably boosted by 300. Okay. Wait, your monster was not wind. Yours is destroyed. There you go. You wouldn't have this happen in Master Duel. So the Radiant Typhoon mandate increases wind monsters by 300, but the Kraken has the continuous effect to make everything water. So we had to kind of fix that there. Okay. Are we not going to rewind the game state? No? Okay. Set 1, pass, end phase. We're going to use MST on the back row. And we're going to bring out the... I'm confused. Who won? What are we doing? Let's just move on. Pot of Extravagance. Pointed to 10 now. Man is in top cut. And we got the field spell for El Hombre con el Mark. Black Lair in response to the man here. Special summoning, pitching White Lair. Searching out the Verdict of Anubis. Black and white forming chains. Ghost Ogre tried to be used there for gore. That the chain links were arranged in a way where the graveyard effect was second. So we couldn't Ghost Ogre there. We're going to overlay into Lusterix. Set 5 past turn. And now we're going to play through Ghost Ogre. The Apophis negate. Probably 2 of them. And see what happens. We're going to use the Lusterix to target man. That's going to be negated with the Apophis. Chaining both here. Getting another Swamp Deity from the deck here. Negate the Lusterix on resolution. New chain. White Lair activates. That's going to search Alphan. Normal summon the Alphan. And immediately on summon, the Alphan will be negated by the Swamp Deity. Next play, we've got the Mini Malian. Mini Malian, banish Nibiru from the hand. Special summon into a Torrential Tribute. None of our cards are destroyed. One of these offers protection for trap cards, and man is also indestructible by card effect. So just nuking the opponent's board here. We still get the search for the red layer special summon that's going to add back black layer. Looks like that resolves just fine. Alright, where are we going from here? We're going to go and enter the battle phase, punch man. Man lives, and pass. Wow, nothing they can really do there. Field spell effect is going to add the circuit. Special summon, banishing Anubis. Enter the battle phase, punch for 5. Red layer can float back into a monster. Wow, yeah, brings out white layer and just can't beat over it. Too big, okay. So main phase 2, we're going to just set up our board here. We're going to activate circuit. Chain black layer, pitching the Go Black Quantum spell card. On the new chain, going to add a card, attempt to add. That's going to be negated again by the Apophis. Fusion monster is going to pop here. White layer does get to trigger. That's going to search another Alphan. Activating the effect to recycle from the grave. Negate and destroy by using Herald of the Orange Light. So I don't think it's destroyed, but it's still negated from the protection here. So it's very minus just to try and stop the opponent from getting a negate there. We've got Wallow and Temple of the Kings. We've got White Lair in the hand. Send Black Lair, special summon. Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2. Veiler comes down on the White Lair. Black adds Quantum Black. Activate the spell card. That's going to E-Telly out blue. Blue is then going to search Fairy Zaytan. Honestly, I respect the effort here. They are trying their hardest to crack this. It's looking a little bit rough, but they are giving it their all here. Sending the spell card. Black Lair effect is going to activate. That's going to get Ghost Okered. That was that Ghost Ogre from multiple turns ago. Resolution Wallow effect activates. That's going to spin back the Alphan Strike. And our last card and play here is normal summon Alphan. And I mean, I guess do we need to hit like a specific color here? We hit red. I mean, that's one of the best ones. Triggering the other cards in the grave here. Blue is going to recycle. Red is going to target to add back black here. Recycling blue, black, and fit an Alphan. Overlaying these into Grandpa's. Grandpa's effect attempts to pop the field spell. Man protects. It is not destroyed. We use the effect of the white lid. That's going to add another alpha and battle phase attack into man. Man can't be destroyed, and we just pass turn here. That's unfortunate. It's a lot to deal with. They've reset their traps again from the fusion. We're going to discard alpha and summon Black Lair. Overlaying on the opponent's turn for Lusterix. I don't really know how much this actually matters. We are just way ahead in resources. Field spell is going to add Anubis. Discard for man. Enter the battle phase, punch Lusterix. Luster affects target Wallow. Effect of Black Lair, that's going to add Quantum Black. Takes the damage. White Lair effect. Adds back Alphan. Circuit attacks into the Grand Pulse. Activates its effect. Apparently you just gain some attack points here. Set pass, and again we're still playing somehow. Needle Ceiling for the Alphan summon. All of your monsters are protected. Most of them anyway. The ones that matter. We're going to trigger some grave effects here. Bring back Black Lair. Black Lair in the battle phase gets to attack man. Just chipping away for some damage. Set 2 pass. Serpent in the end phase. And we get to pop the back row from the activation here with the fusion. Wow, this is unreasonable. Anubis can finally summon itself from the graveyard by recycling some trap cards. And surely this is the end of the game here. It just has infinite trap card recursion. Pop the back row. Punch Black Lair. Finally getting through this one. Wow. It's crazy because it felt like this was always just in the bag for man. They just had to deal with all of the floating and the sticky resources, but they got there in the end. Wow, that was ridiculous. All right, top 4. Max versus Sparky. Got a lot of this one. Matt's gonna go first here with the Pot of Extravagance. Man, the verdict of Anubis. I don't know why we set first, but sure. End of main. Phimina. We drew Crowley, and we drew Pixie, and we drew Capshell, and we're gonna make Arthalion. Are we just gonna bounce everything? Arthalion target Crowley, Phimina, and Frixel. So that's gonna add everything back to the grave from the graveyard here, and then we're gonna chain link to Capshell. I think that's a draw card, and Frixie is going to set Rahu. Draw 1 card. Recycling all of those materials back to the hand. All right. Oh, of course, this broken interaction. When you add back Crowley with the Arthalion, you can then special summon it because it's like a Poplar, even from the graveyard. That is then going to fusion summon on summon into Zoroa, and then we're going to have Zoroa pass. Zoroa effect, target man. What is the effect of Zoroa? It is target and equip it. We're going to chain the Veiler to negate that. And then we're going to chain the Zoroa to send a face of Magistus to negate that effect and then destroy a card your opponent controls. So we can negate the Veiler. I don't know what happens to the man with the mark on the resolution of this chain. Does he go to the grave by game mechanics? Because he's technically supposed to become an equip of Zoroa, but Zoroa is not on the field by the time that resolves. So the pop effect resolves. It's going to hit a back row here. And man apparently should go to grave by game mechanics. Alright, so they get a judge for this. They confirm that indeed man, despite Zoroa not being on the field, equipping the man, it still sends it to the graveyard by game mechanics. So that's really, really important here. We're going to activate the Serpent. That's going to get Apophis. And now we're going to continue with our play. Oh my god, it's the Meltdown tech. Sparky has been catching people off guard with this all day. The non-response effect of Meltdown is absolutely massive. Let's see what we're going to do here. We're going to go and normal summon Pixie. Target in the graveyard here. That's going to be Veiler. That's going to be chained by Phimina. We knew that was in the hand, right? So, I don't know. That's rough. Going to summon Glamel. Graveyard effects and Arthalion. And then no response means we get to use the Glamel to pop here. Pop the Apophis, bring back Arthalion, set Ketu. Ketu effect activate. Verdict of Anubis is going to negate. Isn't it? When your opponent activates a spell trap, while you control 3 or more other spells and traps, negate, and if you do, destroy that card. The Meltdown is protecting the effect to fusion summon. The activation of your cards and effects that include an effect that fusion summon cannot be negated. That is... Wow. So the Ketu technically is a fusion summon, despite it being a Rota, and it just resolves. It doesn't get negated. So you can't respond on the summon of fusions, and you can't respond by negating. I don't understand, but Alistair cards in the big 25 are causing some serious issues. Yeah, Max is probably having a big meltdown here. All right. Yeah, they ask a judge, and definitely that is what happens. Urgala, pop the torrential. We can't use the torrential because it's in the fusion summoned window. This meltdown is just hard carrying this game. Wow. We're gonna go Pan sent to the deck with the Rahu, summon another Glamel, Pop gonna pop the monster, Faimina set, Pan set, and you made this look easy. You absolutely made this look like a complete joke. Whoa. Alright, Meltdown doesn't protect from Nibiru. Meltdown does not protect Nibiru. We can activate the other Glamel in the graveyard to bring back when two monsters are sent to the grave at the same time. So we still have a pop on the field after all of that and getting nibbed. Alright, draw phase. We're going to activate Sting, banishing Anubis. And we get to pop the field spell with the Glamel, all in the draw phase. And then there's just GG. They have nothing left. Wow. Unbelievably well played. Sparky, this deck is incredible. Draco Tail is not like a deck that is super simple to play. I'd say it's like low skill floor, high skill ceiling. And he's just absolutely destroyed everyone. I mean, this Meltdown is unbelievable. Well played. All right. Tour guide from the underworld. Special summoning out Mean Merciless. Big Gabonga. And we've got Goblins turn 1. No response, no hand traps, no disruption. Just letting them do their El Goblino play here. That's a Scrap Goblin, by the way. That's the Synchro abilities that we have. That's a... let's go into the Power Tool Braver Dragon, who dumps 3 equips. So we got some Makanko stuff going on here. Arabesque, we got Cupid Pitch. We're syncing with some Infernobles. We're making them long. Cupid Pitch is searching a Psychic Tracker. Mean Merciless brings itself back. Special to the 3. That's going to be the Torpedo. Just 3-axis equip slop here. Add back the Trap. Rank up into the Dark Knight Lancer. Gabonga, Special Exploder. Attach, set to pass turn. Alright, how are we getting through this one? Draco Tail. Activate Ketu for Faimina. Are we going to fuse? We are going to fuse 3 material Malulu Panurgala. That's going to force out a lot of cards here. All right, Arthalion target. Dark Knight Lancer, Malulu, and Pan. Chainlink 2 Pan, Chainlink 3 Urgala, and Chainlink 4 Malulu. None of those cards target. I'm going to activate enemy controller, steal the Arthalion. Faimina is chained to the Econ. That's going to probably fuse away the Arthalion. No response, but we're going to chain the Sploder in the graveyard. Detaching to special summon. Fusing away the Arthalion with Lucas in hand into Sectarion. And then we're going to finally resolve the rest of this chain here. Pan is going to destroy the card and then banish him when it leaves the field. And the Urgala is going to pop the full Armored Exceed back row as well. We're going to get Flamehorn and Rahu. Then we're going to resolve that first chain link here. Adding back 2 names. And bouncing away the Dark Knight Lancer with the Arthalion. And then we're going to fuse again. We're going to go and send Pixie from deck. Pan from the hand. That's going to summon out Gillamel. Activate Urgala to target Faimina to recycle. Doesn't use the effect to pop here. Did we already use Gillamel to pop? We must have, right? Sectarion, recycle, bring back Pixie. She's going to target Lucas by bouncing herself back to the hand. Lucas is going to trigger on special. That's going to add another name here. I mean, I swear to God, we were down to like 1 card in hand at some point. Jesus. Did we really still have our normal summon this whole time? Activate Malulu. Now we're going to chain the Glamel to pop a card. Malulu going to fuse Pixie and the Lucas from the hand here. Lucas from the field. Malone is going to trigger. This is going to book 1 monster, I believe. Bounce a monster is going to bounce away the Sectarion. We're going to get in for some damage here, but I mean, we are so far ahead. This is kind of incredible. All right, pass turn. In the standby phase, we're going to Sting, banishing the Equip and the Boom Mac, draw a card. All right, main phase 1. What can you do? Normal summon Tour Guide. I mean, that's pretty good. No effect of Tour Guide? Okay, no targets left. Activate Arabesque, chain. Chain Malulu to fuse. Chain Econ to take. And... we're somehow summoning Crowley here to fuse up into Zeroa. And I mean, I don't know. Yeah, they're just gonna scoop it up here. They are way too far ahead at this point. So GG. Woo! Yeah, that's incredible. Wow, Draco Tail looked unbeatable there. This is the finals, ladies and gentlemen. Genesys Farfa Open number 2 invitational. Thank you all for taking part. Big shout outs to Card Market for their sponsoring. Shout outs to the mod team, the administrators, the volunteers, the judges, everyone who made this run silky, buttery smooth. Thank you all for your efforts. Really appreciate it, and it's all come down to this. We got Sparky versus Aloska, Radiant Typhoon Onomat versus Dracotail. Dracotail with the Alistair engine. Let's see how relevant that's going to be here. Sparky with the coin flip. We're going to go and activate King of the Swamp after retrieving Phymina from Dracotail. Ketu. We're just going to go Natty Polymerization here. So they keep drawing this Crowley. I assume you just want to draw it, right? Because you just fuse it off and Arthalion adds it back. So it's not like a one-of that you use for a combo. It's just a 3-of tech card that you just, maybe 2 or 3 of. You just fuse away, add it back with Arthalion, and then you just add it to your hand, summon it, and boom. Okay, so yeah, they're going to activate the effect of Arthalion targeting Pan, Crowley, Chain Link to... They didn't DD Crow Crowley, by the way. That's interesting. Going for the Pan instead. I guess they just don't want the monster pop available on their turn. They set the trap card. They bring out the Crowley. Crowley's going to fuse with the Arthalion. That's going to make Zoroa. We're going to activate Rahu here, sending Urgala and the Phymina from the hand here. That's going to make Glamel. Activating both of their effects here. That's going to get... Horn and Sting, and then we're going to use the Urgala to retrieve Phymina back to the hand by shuffling itself into the deck, and that is a very good turn 1 through DD Crow. We're going to go draw phase, Radiant Typhoon Vision. Flame is going to negate that. Recycles Arthalion, that's interesting. Draws a card. Main phase, we're going to go and summon Goblinberg. Activate the Zoroa. Zoroa is going to negate, then destroy. I mean, I guess like just hit the normal summon, right? Better have it. Whoa! Normal summon, negate, and destroy, and it's enough. All right. Next up here, we've got Magical Meltdown for Alistair. Normal summon Lucas instead of Alistair. I just think it's criminal that we're using Meltdown, but not normal summoning Alistair. I mean, it's just absolute shambles. Wow, that's it. That was enough. Farfa tournaments and a good finals. Challenge impossible. Am I right, guys? Didn't even need to play into Nibiru. Dracotail teched out with some really interesting choices, like the Magistus, like the Invoked cards. Very, very good game. For a grand total of 98 points here, we have Radiant Typhoon Goblins. Goblins, I would not be surprised eventually making it onto a points list at some point. They are extremely good at being versatile, at popping off just with a bunch of guys onto the field, making decent end board pieces like Cicada King and Totem Bird, which all work and synergize really nicely with the Terratops and, of course, the wind attribute of the Radiant Typhoons. Radiant Typhoon really is proving to be some of the better builds and versions of the Genesys format tournament. So... Again, taking this idea that Genesys format is essentially giving you the best pack filler archetypes for their new sets, especially considering that this has no points whatsoever when it's been kind of clear that this is definitely one of the better builds, or rather one of the better archetypes in general. This build, utilizing the Goblins, I think was a absolute joy to watch. But some of the non-engine pieces, like the Offering to the Doomed, and even some Chalices as well. Only opting to play the 2 copies of Mystical Space Typhoon because it's very searchable, and it is a way to combo with your own cards if you can hit your own cards, and of course, trying to get that all-important, unironic MST negate onto the board. This is a very spicy, interesting deck list. This here is Generator Necros. Now, you might be wondering, how does that even work? What is the synergy here? Well, you see, the Necros cards, they actually offer you a decently sized engine that climbs through a whole bunch of synchro plays featuring Ib, the World Chalice, using Chorizo to put materials into the graveyard, further climbing into Cloud Castle, and then bringing back another monster to be able to make a 9, and then after the Ib goes into the graveyard, it actually searches World Legacy Monstrosity, because it is a World Legacy card, and then World Legacy Monstrosity just targets the level 9 Cloud Castle that you make, and then that gets you into your Generator engine, just via the Necros tour guide, Avanci, special summoning Amelia. Really, really cool heads-up play there, and technique by our Generator player to come up with this. And still utilizing some very nonsense, ridiculous end board pieces for going first, like double enter Bladnir, being used to hand loop the opponent turn 1 after doing all of these combos, actually taking advantage of Call by the Grave, choosing to pay the hefty cost of 20 points, all in the name of not playing VFD, of course. It's just pretty much not possible to play VFD because you can see the QQ Enagon and the Monstrosity, some of the best cards in Generator, and the Leviathan in the extra deck, all one singular point, pushing out VFD from Generator completely, and this is the new step forward, apparently. Super Quantums. Main deck Lancia is very interesting, but this is a 49 card build. I mean, the numbers just make sense. You know, 50's way too inconsistent. You gotta stay at 49, but there's a whole bunch of fairy interactions that work really well with this deck because all of the better cards in this are fairies. So you do get to take advantage of the Herald of the Orange Light, probably one of the better hand traps in the game, potentially discarding a one of the fairy Super Quantums to get a graveyard effect. And then going from there, you can either, get search combo pieces or extenders, while in the process negating your opponent's cards. And the win condition of this deck, Magnus, Great King of the Computer, running 2 copies in the extra deck, so it is very consistent to get this out onto the board now with the new support of the Zaytan and the Black player. And of course, we saw some of the demonstrations by that Alphan strike earlier in the tournament, so absolutely wild stuff. You probably understand this deck better than I do, to be honest. I've actually never played the newer version of this one, but I do quite like the inclusion of all of these different fairy hand traps, like even the green light to negate spell cards. Truly insane stuff. And we even have the I think this was originally a TCG world premiere, the mini Malian. Just works really well in this deck and has great synergy. So big shout outs to the Super Quantum community for coming up with this behemoth. I mean, it's an absolute wild list. Goblin Bikers, again being splashed into a different engine this time, this being more of a pure version. Lots of level 3 extenders, like the Tracker, the Wielder. We're even finding space for Tour Guide from the Underworld. But the other supplementary engine in this is the Makankos. So using the Scrap Goblin, which is technically a Goblin card, although you would argue that it maybe wasn't really intended to be used in this way. You saw the combo in the video where they basically go into a level 9 synchro that gets you a bunch of equips, that gets you into the Makanko portion of the deck here, and you have a whole bunch of really good staples to help you either OTK or protect your board turn 1 to set up, like the enemy controller. And I mean, I don't know how it came up, but we even saw the House of Wax being a game-winning card. For top 4, we have Runic Radiant Typhoon. This version being, I guess, a little bit less surprising, since it is maybe the more standard way to play this deck. Obviously, you would think Runics are a little bit weird to play in this format because there's no extra monster zone. But the Runics still offer you a lot of good utility and control, lots of spells that you can get into the graveyard, and it's incredible that we are actually dedicating the points to 3 copies of Pot of Greed. 3 copies of Pot of Greed, and I think recently pointed down to 0 was this recent list, the Mirage of Nightmare. So obviously has a lot of synergy with this deck. You draw 4 on your opponent's turn, and then you can just MST your own Mirage of Nightmare, because that's the entire gimmick of Radiant Typhoon. So yeah, that is the combo. You just spill your whole hand onto the board, and then you flood everything onto the field, and then you draw 4 on your opponent's turn to restock your hand, potentially drawing more Runic cards in the process to be able to use from your hand immediately on your opponent's turn because of the Runic Fountain. And it's Man. Man is back again, and a couple of these pieces did get heavy hits. Most notably was the Pot of Extravagance, really. I think this card going from 0 to 10 is quite significant. Does eliminate the use of a decent amount of hand traps, potentially, like the Charmies, which are fairly expensive, but we still have the cheaper ones, like Ghost Ogre, and for some reason the Bureau at 5. I don't know how that, I don't understand. Anyway, that's besides the point here. So yeah, good old Odeon. We're even running the Needle Ceiling because of the synergy of our Man not being able to be destroyed, so it's not really too double-sided in that way. Verdict of Anubis, obviously an insane card, and other than that, I guess the most important thing here is that we are playing all these defensive traps, but utilizing the Go Second ability of Ultimate Slayer, which has a couple of nice targets in here, like the Malong and the Garura and the Aggregate. Yeah, we do have the Aggregator here. So giving it some synergies for going first and second, stop your opponent from making too powerful a board with the Droll Veiler Ogre Nibiru combo, and also having Ultimate Slayer to really pick apart anything they can do going second. And of course, going first, this is pretty powerful, being a trap deck that has the ability to search multiple swamp deities just off of the one card. So yeah, very good deck. Definitely a contender for one of the better archetypes in this format. I mean, it won a YCS in Standard, so that goes to show you how good Odeon is, even in Genesys format, despite being realistically only 15 points, I think this deck costs for the actual core engine. Yeah, it's very good indeed. And for our second place deck list, this is another Radiant Typhoon. You paying attention, Konami? A lot of Radiant Typhoon. Anyway, now what's fascinating is that this is the third version of the deck here. We've had Goblins, we've had Runics, and now we've got Onomats. Onomats are extremely powerful. Dudu Warrior only costing 7 means that you still have, you know, a decent cost associated with it, but there's just so much you can do with all of the one-offs here from just the Dudu Warrior that allow you to go into multiple rank 4s. And I guess, like, there really isn't too much in way of, like, direct synergies, I believe. It's just a very good one-card engine between them that if you draw together, you just end up flooding the field with so many different Xyz, the F-Zero, and you have the backup of the Radiant Typhoons. I think it's interesting we didn't play the Radiant Typhoon Trap card, maybe just figuring that it wasn't going to be good enough in a best-of-1 situation. But the Radiant Typhoons do flood the field and give you a decent amount of XP plays in and of themselves. The heavy lifting, from what I could tell, was definitely being done by the Onomats rather than the Radiant Typhoons. I guess, like, yeah, it worked out pretty nicely because we just have so many hand traps in this list here. A full playset and suite of Nibiru, Droll, Ogre, Didi, Crow, and even some Mourners thrown in there as well. That was one of the cheaper hand traps that was brought down in this recent points list. And finally, the victor, the winner of this entire tournament, was Dracotail. Now, the Dracotail engine is very expensive. 60 just for Femina playset, which you could argue is the most important card. 60 plus the 1 Arthalion takes you up to 80, plus 5 for Merlulus take you up to 90, and then the 10 for the Ketu. 100 points dedicated to Dracotail, and nothing, no room for staples, no room for, like, conventional hand traps like Ash Veiler, Imperm, Nibiru, Droll, etc., etc. Just 100 dedicated points to playing the Dracotail engine. Now, you could argue that maybe Femina can be cut down, although it being essentially the best card in the deck that allows you to play particularly well in a best-of-1 environment is maybe worth it. And of course, you guys saw just how absurd this deck was when Meltdown hit the board. Magical Meltdown being a very old card at this point, but not really using it for the Alistair plays, really. It's there to, at least maybe that wasn't the intention initially. Maybe it was the intention to just go for Alistair, but the fact that Meltdown being played at 2 seems kind of counterintuitive to how good this card was on display despite winning the event. I don't know how Sparky won any of his duels without Meltdown from what we could see. So this card is unbelievable. You have so many plays on your fusion summon that your opponent just can't respond to. The Arthalion just wiping a whole board or recycling your entire graveyard and getting searches that your opponent just can't respond to. And of course, the absolute incredible inclusion of the Crowley to be able to add it back and then triggering it from even recycling it from the graveyard to then make another disruption on top of that with the Zeroa. It was absolutely insane. Beautiful stuff. Fantastic gameplay, and they really played this super well. I suppose, like, the other cool thing about this is that we're just maxing out on 3 copies of each of Pan and Urgala. I mean, that's definitely acceptable. Is it standard? I don't know. I've definitely seen, like, 2-in-1 or 1-in-2 ratios in the TCG, but at least in Genesys, opting for a whole playset is pretty decent, because using Pan on your opponent's turn with Femina, you know, it's a 2-3 card combo, but ultimately, Femina 2 names by itself is probably going to disrupt any deck from doing too much going first anyway. Plus, don't forget all of the follow-up that you're going to get from searching the Ketu, the Rahu, or potentially having a live Horn for your second turn after that initial go second play. Thank you everyone for tuning into this tournament. Big shout out to the community, the mods, card market for sponsoring. Without all of these people involved and you, the community, we wouldn't be able to do something like this. So I hope that the third Genesys Farfa tournament is going to be just as great as this. Massive turnout for this, and I really hope that we can continue to do this, and Konami continue to adjust the Genesys point list accordingly, and we can keep having more frequent tournaments like this. Best way to support the channel in these events, because gonna be real with you, I go completely minus after editing costs and sponsorship and prize support for this tournament. So YouTube channel membership, best way to support this. Leave a comment, like, etc., etc., and we'll see you in the next one.